starting out with tweezers. This is one of the main tools you're going to use to make these 3D metal models. A lot of tight places you can't fit pliers into, so you've got to get some tweezers. These are the ones that I finally found that work really well for me. They are precision tweezers, and I got this one. This one came with it also. So you get two for the price of whatever. I see on Amazon here, I think it's 12 bucks. So for $12, these are killer, the best tweezers I got. And when they come really, really pointy. I took a grinding wheel and just buzzed it down a little bit. If you use a grinding wheel on this, just make sure you don't have any sharp edges, because that grinding wheel will make it, a 90-degree edge, and it'll be sharp and it'll scratch your model. So just make sure you round your edge down somewhat. Here is the tweezers that I also used. I got these ones before the steady ones, so I use the steady ones more now, but here's another pair. They're millis. These are actually more expensive. This is titanium, and these are really nice. The reason I like these is because you can see the difference in the heads. You can really, really torque down with these things a little bit more than you can with these steady ones, and they're the same way. They came really sharp. I grinded them down with the grinder also. So them are my pointy tweezers I showed you. Here's some flat ones. These ones are at an angle. I don't really use them, but these ones, these are slightly at an angle and they're flat. These are actually completely flat. I do use these occasionally. I didn't use this for a long time, and come to find out, it really is helpful. I don't know what these are called. They're some kind of like tension tweezers, they keep tension. So what they're used for, or what I use them for, is when I need to make a 90-degree bend on a piece that is kind of long and it don't got a lot of surface, so the piece that these are going to be holding ain't wide, you can stick these on there and it'll hold it flat while you bend the other piece. So if you ain't got a lot to hold on to, these help a lot. So this is the next items that you need. These are for sure necessities in building these 3D metal models. You can pick these up on Amazon. I'm looking at it right now. They got all kinds of different kits that you can buy from there. I'm looking at one for $12.99. It comes with all this, and then it comes with a pair of cutters and two crappy pair of pliers. You definitely need these. This is just different size stock, so you can fold metal around this. Some of them have a little cone shape. I don't really use that a whole lot, but the different size stock is awesome for like little cylinders. So I use these often, and also even if your cylinder needs to be a little bit bigger than this, you can lay whatever piece of metal it is you need bent on this mat, lay it down and just push down on that and roll that metal, and it'll fold it up for you. It'll put a nice bend in it. It's not going to bend it completely around this. So, and then you can keep rolling it and it'll keep bending it more and more and more. It's pretty nice. So these are very useful. This right here, this is a tab twister. It is awesome. It's got a pointy end, and then on the other end is a flat end. So for twisting tabs, you can put the tab up in there, twist it. This reaches into a lot of places that you can't fit tweezers or pliers. So very nice. This is a necessity. Pick you up one of these. Also, this is, I don't know what you'd call it, like a metal folder. It's just a piece of metal with a slit in it. There you go. It's actually hard to get metal to fit in here, especially if it's painted. I don't really use this a whole lot. Some people might use this all the time. It's for putting a piece of metal in and bending it like 90 degrees. So here's another pair of tweezers I got. These have like a 45 degree on them. These have came in handy maybe one time. So I would not waste your money on getting this. They're not really that useful. Get them if you want them, but these reach about anywhere these can. So, all right, so we're gonna move on to my miscellaneous bag here. This has got things like mandrels in it. So it's got things like mandrels. It's got these fondant, these icing tools, this is a workhorse. You definitely gotta pick these up. but we'll go over it. And it's got some other stuff I'll pull out there, but let's go over these real fast. These mandrels, I'm actually looking at, you know, the packages that I said comes with all these, and there's one that comes with 2 mandrels, it looks like, for $25.99. But I picked these up on Amazon, and I got them because I liked them because they didn't have no rubber handles. And they came in real handy because you can actually use this, and this is a long flat piece. I've used this end of these a lot, but they're step down mandrels. They're for making cylinders, and they got all kinds of different sizes, and this one goes way down. These are a must-have for any 3D metal model maker. You got to have a set of good mandrels. I can't give you the price on these ones exactly because I cannot find them on Amazon. I tried. Actually was looking for a buddy, I can't find them. All right, so for the fondant tools, these are great for making domes and round surfaces. I've used these a lot. If you need to make a dome, this is a go-to. When I have a dome the shape with these, I start out with a larger one than what I need the finished product to be, and then I work my way down, and these work great. These must have. You have to buy some of these. Let's look at these right here. These are files. These things are, don't go buy them. One thing that I use all the time is just a pocket knife. Get a pointy pocket knife, flat, very flat and pointy on the end, and I use this so much when I mess up to go back underneath the tabs and pry them back up if you're gonna mess up making these models. So get you a good knife. This is a must-have also. This is just a book light. You can get this on Amazon. I think it's just like 10 bucks maybe. I use this a lot when I'm traveling and building these models because I can't take my big light with me. So I take this with me and it works great. You've got to have good lighting to do these models. Ooh, we're getting into the good stuff now. These are just cutters to cut your metal out. So you have to have these to be able to build these models efficiently. I went and got me some crescent ones. It's cutters, you know. What if you got one that works, it works. Now for stuff that actually matters, let's look at some pliers. So let's start out with some of the ones I don't use that much. So these ones are for jewelry making. The nose on them are round, and they are great for pinching metal and being able to bend it without scratching the metal up. You will find a lot of use for these, so go ahead and pick them up. I think I got these ones from Hobby Lobby maybe, and they was like, I don't know, maybe $4 or something. I picked these up online and I use these. I actually use these to make my cones a lot. It kind of freaks people out because I'm making a round cone with flat nose pliers. And these have got a real narrow nose on them. So in my opinion, get some decent flat nose pliers. Don't get the cheap ones, like the ones that come in that kit. They're crap and they don't meet up right. So you need some pliers that actually meet up right and that are flush and got a narrow nose on them, and you will find a lot of use for these. All right, so here is some needle nose pliers, and these are bent in almost a 90-degree angle. I got these and I was like, man, I'm gonna be able to use these. No, I didn't get to use them that much. So if you got a tab that needs twisted for these, you gotta have all this room to twist. Instead of just twisting like this, you're twisting like this with your whole hand. So I didn't think about that. I'm not saying don't buy them. I have found a lot of use for these. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I have found some use for these. All right, so we're getting into the good stuff here. This is my last 3 set of pliers, and they are the workhorses. So you guys take notes, go buy these. These are what you need. This is Crescent brand. These actually come in a kit with cutters. The cutters and them came in a kit. I think they was almost $30 to be honest. But I've used these for a long time, just micro needle nose pliers, and they work great. But let me show you something better. These are what you gotta buy. These are the workhorse. This is what you're gonna use more than anything building these models is these. Exron micro needle nose pliers. These are great. Man, they are the best. Man, look at the point they come to. I mean, so narrow. And they're flat. These are number one. If you're planning on building these metal models and you're getting into it, go pick these up. I don't know exactly how much they cost. I think they're like 20 some bucks, but they're definitely worth it. Skip out on one of the metal models you're thinking about buying and go buy these, because they're really going to help you with every build. Last but not least is the best set of needle nose pliers I've ever got. And these things are beasts. So they're very long, they're flat, and that's another thing, the X-Ron pliers, they're flat. They don't have no lines on them. So same thing here, these don't have no grip lines, they're just completely flat on the bottom. Look at how long they are. So you can really get into places that you can't reach anything else. The tip of them is very pointy. It don't come too pointy. I didn't have to grind this down or anything, but these are great. That's the brand right there. What is that? Fujiya? Something like Fujiya? Fujiya. So go pick you up a set of these, because man, these are my workhorse also. These have come in handy where no other tool works. These did. And it's just because of how long that nose is and how narrow it is. It's hard to find good pliers for this model making, and I'm giving you gold here.